There's these people that are making $500,000 or $1 million in tech sales, and some of them don't even have a college degree. So the big question is, how do they do that? These people are doing complex business-to-business deals with large organizations where they're selling very expensive software packages. And the way that they got promoted into those roles was because before they were enterprise AEs, they were either mid-market or small business commercial account executives at other companies or at their same company, and they either switched companies to get into that role or got promoted into it. How did those people become small business or medium business account executives? Well, the first thing that they did probably was get a job as a BDR or an SDR, sales development rep or business development representative at a tech sales company. After they had that experience, they either switched to another company or they got promoted inside of their company from BDR, SDR to an account executive role in small business or medium business. Yeah, but if those people never went to college, how did they even get a BDR or an SDR role in the first place? If you're starting out, you have no college degree, and you want to be making $1 million to $2 million a year, you can do that in like 6 years. The first thing to do today, tomorrow, is to get a quota-carrying sales role. And that can be like at a car dealership, which is hard. It's like nights and weekends and holidays, but you can make like 6 figures your first year if you hustle hard. Or it's to get a job at a non-tech company that's still a good role. It's like Comcast, AT&T, Verizon, not in the stores, like a phone role where you're dialing all the time or selling something, anything over the phone to people carrying a quota. Starting from scratch, if you want in 6 years to be making $1 million to $2 million, then get a sales, quota carrying sales role and do that for 4 to 6 months. And then use that, leverage that to go talk to hiring managers and recruiters at tech sales companies and then become a BDR or SDR. If you do that for, don't bite me. If you do that for 1 year, then you can get hired as an account executive by either getting promoted at your company or jumping from that company to another company. You're 2 years into your career, you've been a BDR or SDR for like a year or a year and a half, and you started out in a quota-carrying non-tech sales role. Non-tech sales role, BDR, SDR. Now, at this point, you should be up for promotion. You should be able to promote into a small business or medium business account executive role or move to another company for that role. You want to be in that account executive role for 2 years. And that means now we're at roughly the 4-year mark in your career. You've been in small business or medium business, and you want to make the final jump to enterprise selling, to become an enterprise account executive. And your salary in that role, you go from making like $60,000 to $80,000 a year as a BDR, SDR to making $120,000 to $180,000 a year as an account executive in small business or medium business. And then when you jump to that enterprise account executive role, you're making anywhere from like $180,000 a year to $300,000 a year. Probably like $250,000 OTE, that's base plus commission. Do that role as an enterprise account executive for another 2 years. We've moved from the 4-year mark to the 6-year mark. And at that point, it's time to get your second enterprise AE role. And that one, you can jump from your first enterprise AE role, that was something like $250,000 to $350,000 a year, to one of those really heavy hitting roles. And it's at either a hyper growth startup, like there's tons of people at Deel, DEEL, or Gong that got in at the right time and made $500K to $1 million a year. There's a bunch of other companies like that. You want to find like a series C, D, or E hyper growth startup, jump in there, and you can easily make $1 million, $2 million a year. I just laid out the track to making $1 to $2 million a year. And if you want help getting started on that career path, reach out to us at Tech Sales Mentors. We're not a boot camp or certification that just takes your money up front and then doesn't deliver results. Instead, Tech Sales Mentors makes 90% of our money only if you accept a job offer as a BDR or SDR with a company that you love. And so we are results focused. We are aligned with your success. And if you have some quota carrying sales experience, or if you're a recent college graduate, we would love to help you get that first BDR, SDR job at a tier 1 company that's going to set you up for that AE promotion. The first step in that process is to book some time with me for free for a free consult. There's a link tree in my bio. Check it out, book some time, and see if we're a good fit.